Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Go. Let's go.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Mike, 58, right there.
I'm hunting. 64. Weak.
After you. I'm coming after you. Tighten up, tighten up.
Go. Go. Get it.
On first down, May. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
58, come on.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Go out.
Deuce, 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 deuce. 58,
Go.
58, come on.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Bang, bang.
Shoot.
It's run, baby, it's run.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon.
Ready, set.
No, check, he's Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. 95 is Mike.
Snap.
Off play action. May. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Right there, 56. Watch,
Now Goff on first down. Washington's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James Washington, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hard.
Looking to throw. May. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Love. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
218, chopper.
95.
Hey, zoom.
On 3rd down, May. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Well, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Winters. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 45 yards on the ground. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Cooper was the target there. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Five.
It's our field. It's our field.
Ready to go.
From the gun, May. And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let him know, let him know. Check, 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 check.
4 down.
Check. Out, out, out.
Chopper!
Here's Gall. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Goff on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Winters. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, that's trash.
Operating from the gun. May. Eluding the pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. D. Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. There's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McGee. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, May. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Hey, Sam off.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, May. Over the middle, complete. That's McGee. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Back to throw. May. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. A 1st trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Get it.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the carry, it's Love. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Strip that ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Value 1.
On first down, Winters. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On the draw, this is Love. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
80 weapons. Hey, orbit.
Off the play fake. May. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I don't even know why this team showed.
Looking to throw. May. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down.
Back to throw. Goff. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's got the connection to Cooper. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now a give, right side. Winters. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Value 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters about 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shoot this side. We got three. Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do.
We're good.
Right here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Here's Washington. Touchdown, New England. James Washington, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Love again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready.
To throw on third down. May. Going left side here, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's first and 10. They run the counter. It's Love, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
60 on. Look at me. Go. Get it.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. On 1st and 10, May firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Love. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
All day, baby, all day.
5.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
Big grip.
Off play action. May. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try the left side. Reedy. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
We got this.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check three.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Mike.
180.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Goff. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Off the play fake. May. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. May. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Exit. 58, boy, 58, 58. Mark, get it.
From the gun, May. There's that man again. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
58 to Mike. Watch QB play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. May. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. May. Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On fourth down, May. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready, break.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Love. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's get it.
Ready up.
58 to Mike.
Bravo. Ready.
Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. Third down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the out.
They'll run on first down. Love. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go, go.
Off play action. May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McGee. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bears, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year.